A short time ago, I spoke with John Psaropoulos in Athens. He's a freelance reporter and writes the blog The New Athenian. John, welcome. We said this was a surprise. Apparently, it was even a surprise to people in the Prime Minister's cabinet and party. So what's known about why he suddenly decided to call for a referendum on the plan?
At the moment, the Prime Minister hasn't explained his thinking other than what he said in Parliament to his MPs yesterday, which was that the country had to move forward on a democratic basis. It had to have hope for a better day after the austerity period was done, and that in order to achieve this, he wanted his government to have the authority of a popular vote of approval for what was going to be the last phase, I presume, of the austerity measures that have been so painful up until this point.
So it caused an immediate firestorm there with a lot of opposition, even within his party. Tell us what's happening now. Is his power threatened at this point?
Well, at the moment, the Prime Minister's power seems to be slipping. 24 hours after his announcement to have the referendum, the entire opposition, that means left-wing and right-wing parties, have said they will not back this decision. People have expressed stupefaction, and he has had 3 defections within his own party, which now puts him at 150 MPs, were his government to come to a vote of confidence on Friday as scheduled. That means that if every party shows up to Parliament for that vote of confidence at the end of the week, and given the stated position of the opposition parties not to back the government at this point because they disagree with the eventual referendum in January, then the government probably doesn't have the MPs from its own side in order to survive that vote of confidence.
Now, what kind of gamble is he making? If it's a gamble to try to seek political cover, what do the polls tell you now about how Greeks feel, whether they would support such a referendum?
At the moment, it's difficult to say because the latest opinion polls that have been published were taken before the present crisis erupted. And yes, 70% of Greeks did say in an opinion poll taken on Friday after the latest deal was reached in Brussels for a $100 billion bailout, which is Greece's second bailout, and published on Sunday, that they would rather have Greece remain within the euro and presumably with all the pain that involves, rather than go back to the drachma. And 54% expressed themselves in favor of a referendum rather than a parliamentary vote. But at the same time, it doesn't seem to have gone well in terms of the government's thinking or the Prime Minister's thinking, which is namely that it seems to be that the government will seek to re-legitimize itself and re-bolster its authority through the one issue on which Greeks seem to be united, which is that they want stability, to remain within the euro, and a sense of continuity rather than some sort of disorderly default. It seems that the government misjudged that this would be an issue that it could carry itself forward on in a January referendum, at least because it's too far away for that issue to remain in hiatus. The European summit was called in order to bring certainty and stability, and this now reopens the issue and puts it in jeopardy.
All right, John Psaropoulos in Athens, thanks so much.
Thank you.
And just after that conversation and after the markets closed, I spoke with Nariman Baravesh, chief economist with IHS, an economic and industry forecasting firm. Well, Nariman, welcome back. Clearly, most Greeks were taken by surprise and investors as well. Why the strong reaction? Take us through that.
Well, markets hate uncertainty. And as John was saying earlier, this call for a referendum by the Greek Prime Minister has added a huge amount of uncertainty as to the outcome of this very tortuous process about resolving Greece's debt and hopefully making progress on the whole Eurozone sovereign debt problem. So all of a sudden, it's like it's thrown a monkey wrench into the works.
What is the concern about how the problems in Greece kind of spin out to the rest of Europe and then affect the world economy? Remind us how that works.
Sure. Let's say the Greek public says no to this agreement. Then the question is, does Greece stay in the Eurozone? Does it leave the Eurozone? So Greece on its own is not that big, but then questions start to come up about what about Portugal? What about Ireland? What about Spain? And what about Italy, which is a huge country? So that's where things start to spin out of control. And that kind of a crisis of confidence, if you will, could be very problematic, not just for Europe, but for the world economy, including the United States. So that's a situation that some people have referred to as Europe's Lehman moment, of course, referring to the collapse of Lehman Brothers in September of '08 and all the problems that ensued from that.
Well, last week there was euphoria, even though, and we talked about it on the show, our viewers will remember, even though we knew there were many details that were not all very clear at all. And then there's a big reaction to something like this today. Are the market, an outsider would think, what's going on? Are they overreacting one way one day, or the other way another day? Is it all just very skittish markets?
Well, the markets are clearly worried in the sense that a lot of the economic news out of the U.S., even out of China today, was a little iffy. It was a little weak. And so the markets are worried about, is the U.S. headed for a recession? Is China headed for a real slowdown? So that worry is there. That's sort of the backdrop. But then on top of that, you add this bombshell, if you will, and I think that was enough to send the market sort of into a bit of a tailspin today.
And you're saying that if this referendum doesn't happen until, they're talking about January, if it goes forward, that just means a longer period, extended period of uncertainty.
Indeed, and I think we could see a number of weeks of extreme volatility in markets. In every little bit of news, the market goes up. Every little bad news, it goes down. So I think that's the worry here, is that we could be headed into a period of extreme volatility.
And in the meantime, October was a great month for the stock market. We reported on that the other day. There were some decent signs for the U.S. economy. So in the days ahead, you just continue to watch the mix of domestic and international news, but even more so.
Indeed. So we could have days where, the data coming in suggests a bit of strength. Market goes up. Then there's sort of polls coming out on Greece saying that, the Greeks are going to vote this down. Market goes down. We could have a lot of days like that.
All right. Nariman Behravesh, thanks so much.
Thank you.